Good morning, West Coast, and good afternoon, East Coast. My name is Nick Marzock. You are joining us here on Ultimate Ears Pro channel at the NAMM Believe in Music Week. This is a crazy year. I'm the millionth person to say that, actually probably 6 billionth person to say that, but thank you so much for joining us here. This is going to be such a crazy and awesome week. We have giveaways. We're going to start off by giving 4 pairs of UE Fits and a grand prize of UE Lives and UE Switch. If you go over to Ultimate Ears YouTube channel, subscribe and comment on the stream, that enters you for a chance to win any of those prizes. It is going to be awesome. So please engage with us. Do that. Ask questions. We are starting off our sessions here on Ultimate Ears Pro TV with an interview that I'm really excited about. We're starting off right away with product specialists and the sales experts of Ultimate Ears. So we have joining us this morning, Jeanette Coffee, like the drink, but spelled different. David Gutierrez, that's a Green Mile reference. David Gutierrez and Michael French. So great to have everybody. Oh, and one thing I forgot, this week and this week only during NAMM, you can get 20% off UE5 and 6 using promo code NAMM20 and 30% off UE7 and up with promo code NAMM30. So to my guests, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Everybody,
Yeah,
this is awesome. What a way to kick off NAMM with the the company itself, which is, for someone like me, it makes me really nervous that I'm starting off with the company, but it's just so wonderful to talk to you all this morning. These are all experts, like I said, in fields from product engineering. Michael's an engineer and also sales specialist. So we're going to talk everything Ultimate Ears to really start this off. And again, thank you to everybody who's watching us. And what I want to start off with, though, is to kind of preface this conversation about products and technology and how Ultimate Ears is advancing. I would like to talk about the history of Ultimate Ears, how it started, because it's like 25 years old now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 25.
That is correct.
Yeah, actually.
1995.
What got Ultimate Ears started? What was the thing that really kicked this off to where we are now with emerging technologies? What was the root?
Well, the first, back in 1995, we all know who Alex Van Halen is. So, the first in-ear monitor was developed then for him to have a better performance, to protect his hearing. So this was back in 1995, and here we are today. But that's when it started.
No, so Alex Van Halen was like, "Hey, I need to protect my ears," that's going to be a theme throughout these sessions we're having, is ear protection, isolation, making sure you could hear everything, but not blowing your ears out so you end up with tinnitus. So he came to did he start Ultimate Ears? Who started it?
Well, it
Jerry
was
Harvey. Yeah, Jerry Harvey started the company in 1995 with Mindy and Noy. And sold the company to Logitech in 2008. So
oh wow,
it's been 13 years. Yeah, since owned by Logitech. With Logitech comes great technology and innovations, and it's been a great ride.
And also like a worldwide reach with Logitech. Yeah. That's the thing I love about they. I mean, where's Logitech? Like not Switzerland. I'm fired. No, but like just their footprint of being able to reach musicians across the world and cater to whatever they need. It's really awesome. And the thing I love that I think Logitech brings, and also Ultimate Ears started as, is always trying to be ahead of the technology of today. We're going to talk about things like the Switch, the Fits that I've been going crazy about. But speak to the, how Ultimate Ears is always trying to keep up, actually kind of go ahead of the technology that is available that other companies aren't doing. Shots fired.
Yeah, Michael, you want to answer that? You're the engineer.
Yeah, I think Logitech Ultimate Ears has definitely made big investments into technology. You can see that from, back several years ago, we started doing 3D printing for our shells, and that created a lot of great reliability results, made the shells much stronger. All the way to now, with our UE Fits product, our CSX products, we're always trying to push the boundaries of what we can do and get our products in front of more people and make it more accessible to more people. So with the UE Fits, we have our Lightform technology that is also shared with our CSX products, that you're able to mold the in-ears at your house. And that's pretty incredible. We're the only ones that do that. And then also the UE Switch, that's something that's fresh. And then all of our product line. I mean, I can say as an engineer, I used Ultimate Ears prior to working for Ultimate Ears. And I actually came to Ultimate Ears because I really loved the product, loved the people, had a great experience. And the products just sound great. They're musical. No matter which product you buy, you're going to get a great product. It's going to be musical. It's going to sound good. It's going to perform well. It's going to last a really long time. So I think Ultimate Ears, Logitech is a leader in that way for sure.
And that's Michael French. He's an engineer and really ahead of, very versed on the technology. We're going to be talking to you a lot about that frequency stuff. And I have a similar story because I think I started with a boom, the UE boom, which is more on the consumer side. But I love that product so much. I ended up just loitering outside of Ultimate Ears and asking them to hire me for NAMM. And thank goodness they did. But no, it's just the through the years of when people think of having their ears fitted, I'm sure a lot of them imagine almost like a prosthetic process where it's you lay down sideways and someone's dripping a mold into your ear. But and it might have been like that at one point, but now, I mean, I had my ears done at NAMM last year by Ultimate Ears, and it's just this audiologist with a laser gun out of Star Wars that's, mapping the inside of your ear. The technology has just gotten insane, and now we're able to do it at home.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
The home fit kit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, Michael, do you have a fit kit? Maybe you want to kind of show a little bit, or?
I don't have a fit kit on me, but I do have the UE Fits. Yeah. And I don't know if now's a great time to go into that or if we're going to get into that later, but I do have those and I'm ready to show them. So.
Yeah, we're absolutely going to get into that. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, guys. And there is 3 methods actually to be able to get custom in-ear monitors. The first method is that started back in the day, is getting a physical impression, visiting a local audiologist, which you basically walk in and out within 10 to 15 minutes. You ship it to our headquarters and we start manufacturing them. The other one is the way that you got it done, Nick, was we digitally scan people's ears. And instead, say, for example, if you're on the other side of the world, the beautiful thing about that is that we scan you in about 3 minutes. Instead of shipping them physically, you send us an email with that STL file, which we automatically have. And there you go. We start manufacturing. Then the third method is with our CSX models, we do send you a home fit kit where you're able to take your own ear mold and you basically send it right back to our company and we start manufacturing. So, we definitely want to give the opportunity to everybody around the world, the opportunity to get get us the ears, and we want to make sure that we take care of you either way.
Mm-hmm.
That's really awesome. And one of the things that I think is really cool, and a distinction between, so Ultimate Ears Pro has the Pro line and also the CSX line, which I definitely want to talk about the home kit testing, because the fit kit testing, which is just wild. Can you walk us through how Jeanette, David, or Michael, how that process happens? So the CSX line of Ultimate Ears Pro in-ears, they are very similar. They're just subtle differences just with how deep it goes, but also the way that your ear is molded. So someone walk us through the home kit system if you're apprehensive in COVID times about seeing an audiologist and having your ears scoped.
Yeah, totally. I can take that one. So the fit kit is something that we came out with a few years back, and basically it's It's a photopolymer gel. We call it our Lightform technology, and basically it is in a mold that comes on a cable, and it's like an earphone essentially, and it connects to an app on your phone. And basically, you download the app whenever you place the order. We get your address. We send you the fit kit to your home. You download the app, take the earphones out. They have the fit kit tips on them. You place them in your ear, go through the app. It gives you a few prompts, a few instructions of how to do it. You press go, and then you hold them into your ear. And then within 60 seconds, they mold to the shape of your ear. Simply, you take them back out, put them back in the box, and it comes with a return label. You send it back to us, and we build the earphones based off of that. Now, the CSX line is more tailored towards just a traditional consumer. It does come with a Bluetooth cable standard and a microphone cable. So the microphone cable that comes with the product has an inline mic right here and is more geared towards a consumer and not necessarily a professional or a musician that we use them on stage, where the pro impression, you get that in an audiologist. It does go a bit deeper into your ear, provides a little bit more security. You can see that I'm wearing the Pro right now. It is totally custom fit to my ear, and it goes in quite a bit. You can see the canal length is significantly longer. The CSX is only going to go about half the depth of the Pro, and the Pro locks in, and it's going to give you great isolation, and it'll give you just the comfort of it will not fall out. It's locked in place just a bit more than the CSX. And it comes with what we call our stage cable. There's two options. There's an ear loop and a non-ear loop. The ear loop cable is, I'll show you that really quickly. Basically, it loops over your ear. So it has a molded piece there. And this is a non-ear loop cable. As you can see, it can just kind of hang down straight in front. So it comes with those two options, and the cable is extremely strong. It's really durable. It's going to last a long time. It's IP67 waterproof, sweatproof, and that's kind of the differences. So if you're looking to use this on stage, use it pretty consistently for performance or whatever, we typically steer you towards the Pro line. With the COVID pandemic going on, we are able to take that fit kit impression and use it on either product, but the main difference is what you're going to get in the cable. And the fitting process. Internal components are all the same. A UE5 CSX is going to sound just like a UE5 Pro, and so forth throughout the model lineup. So that's the differences.
That's really interesting. That's something that I'm sure a lot of people would want to know about the different. If they're shopping, if you want to get into the market for in-ear monitors, they're driver wise, the internal components, they are the same. So it's more tailored to the application of the in-ear monitor, which would be where you would steer. So the thing that's really cool is, and I didn't realize they could do, you have literally swappable cables, like a Bluetooth one if you're just going to go on a run, or you could go, there's the one with a microphone on it for answering calls, or even just regular listening. I mean, all these themes and what you're talking about, and just the mold in general of having it being a specific mold to your ear. Ultimate Ears is really about the customization of the products for the specific artist. So if you're an artist, you're not going to go out and buy just a generic thing that would go in your ears and you would play on stage. They might fall out. Like I have the weirdest shaped ears and no buds fit me perfectly. These ones do, because they're molded to me. And one of the new products that Ultimate Ears is super excited about, and I am too, just talking about customization, is the UE Switch. Can somebody introduce this, because I'm too excited right now to do it justice. Jeanette, can you take that?
This is definitely years in the making. I know it's a vision of one of our GMs, Philippe, had been wanting to do this for years. It was just a matter of the mechanism. And so I actually have one in front of me. And so it's just the regular custom earbuds, and you can actually twist it like that, right? And it comes right off. You've got your faceplate.
The faceplate comes off.
Yeah. So Any design, I always say, if you can think it, our guys can do it. They can create anything, your own brand logo, your band logo, your grandmother. I know a lot of artists who've actually done their grandparents. It's really cool. It's the sky's the limit. It really gets difficult when you go to choose your artwork because you're like, man, I'd love to do this, but I also want to do that. Well, this gives you the opportunity to get different faceplates, switch them out, especially for women on stage. You want everything to match. So each costume design or costume change, you change your faceplates. And you're good. And it's just a beautiful thing how this is.
By the way, I love that grandmother thing. That's so sweet, having your grandma along for the ride with you. I would say significant other, but a lot of people don't want them in their ear all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone from all walks of life for them. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and believe it or not, I mean, on the top of my head, I can think of 2 artists straight up who have put their grandparents' photos on here in remembrance. A lot of artists will put photos of the people who got them where they, there are today. So it's a pretty cool feature, definitely. Very, very.
That is so awesome. And just like thinking practically off the top of my head of different applications, like if you're an artist and like you said, if you want to, match it to whatever your outfit is, but also if you have a couple, different bands, and you don't have to buy multiple molds to match or just get something generic. You can make it customized and just swap out the faceplates without having to buy a whole new set of molds. I mean, what an awesome concept that is. And Drew, could you put up the color what did I call it? The color palette thing. So this is just an example of all of the different looks that you can go with. And as Jeanette was saying, you can also put your own logo on top of that. This really is pretty awesome. I mean, it's so simple, but what a difference that makes in just customization and making it cater to the artist.
Yeah. Mine
Absolutely.
Right now have these color waves, what we call them. This is super popular. I definitely. I mean, beautiful. So, and I don't know which ones David has, but maybe he can show you his.
Absolutely. I actually have the Black Mother of Pearl.
Yeah.
If you can see that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Black Mother of Pearl there. Mm-hmm. And we're in the custom business, so definitely we have whatever you can think of, like Jeanette said, we can do it for you. Just hit us up and we'll take care of it for you.
That is super awesome. And again, everybody watching, this is the Ultimate Ears Pro TV channel on NAMM Believe in Music Week. Please send in all your questions. You can type it in right on the NAMM portal or on YouTube. We'll be monitoring both of those platforms. And so about the Switch, I have these that I got before the Switch came out. Do I have to now order like a new pair of, to get the Switch option?
No. Just so okay. So say again. So you've got a pair of your in-ear monitors that don't have the Switch.
I have the UE7s. They don't have the Switch mechanism. Yeah.
All you need to do is either touch base with one of the sales team or go on our website, and you can submit it. So it's just like submitting for a service. You can choose a 3-pack or a 1-pack. And once you got that submitted, you just ship them back. We'll take care of everything. And you will have 3 different options on the faceplate. Plus you get your old faceplate back. So it's actually 4.
That is so awesome. Like I literally could just like upgrade mine to have the Switch mechanism in it so I could swap out. That's nuts. And by the way, Drew, could you play the, I believe Ultimate Ears has a promo video for the Switch. We're so excited about it. Drew, if you could run that. Oh, I'm sorry, man. The promo video. Oh yeah, there it is. Sorry.
Move with the rhythm, shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. You've been working, but you're flirting with the weekend. You can freak out.
are. I'm going to talk through. I think this had a revolution. I'm going to talk through it because I think it had sound, but now I have to make it. Okay, look at them jamming. Look at all the options you could swap out. Make the switch, UE switch. I needed to do that like Don LaFontaine, like in a world where you can customize
And just an FYI,
your ear.
That video.
and just an FYI too, for all the viewers, take advantage of the NAM specials because you can order the Switch with your new orders. You get 20% on the UE5 and the UE6, like Nick mentioned, and then also too you can get 30% off on the 7 and up. So switch it up.
30% off, and that is during NAM only. So get to Ultimate Ears and start making your orders. Also, please go over to the Ultimate Ears YouTube page, comment, and subscribe to take two. Subscribe to Ultimate Ears Pro and comment on this stream, and you will be eligible to win a pair of fits or the grand prize of UE Lives that come with the UE Switch. But again, as David was just saying, definitely take advantage of those deals and upgrade your UEs if you already have a pair. It's just this is so awesome, and I just love a company that really takes artists into consideration above profits. This is clearly being catered to whatever the artist needs. The sound, selecting the different frequency ranges. All of this stuff can be customized. It's for whatever your needs are. Can we give I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, because UE has such a great platform of artists that use the product. Like myself, I'm a big Dave Matthews Band fan. So whenever I'm buying a guitar or something, it's like, oh, I want what he has. So I ended up with Taylor. But let's talk about artists that use UE and the types of the models that they get for their needs. So something like the UE 7s, for instance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, gosh,
UE7s.
Sorry. Yeah. No, I was just going to say, I mean, on the top of my head, I can think of a gazillion bands like Metallica. Metallica uses the 7s. Rod Stewart still uses the UE 7s. Definitely still the number one for live and stage are the 7s, but it just depends. I mean, we've got bands that have the UE5 all the way to the UE Live. So I guess it just depends on what the situation is. But when you look at the Rod Stewart or the Metallicas of the world, I mean, those guys must have a gazillion pairs. But UE7s are their number one choice. You've got Green Day. Green Day started with Ultimate Ears, started probably on the UE5s, and each tour, as we grow, all the artists are growing with us, right? And
awesome.
Now they're all on the UE Lives. Yeah. So I would say it's kind of like the sound signature and all the different models that we offer it's just a given. They speak for themselves. It really is kind of buying that Ferrari, and then you got to choose your colors, your leather, interior, all of that. And that's what custom really is. Custom is custom, right? And it's just really a matter of what you're passionate about when you're listening to your music or on stage, determining which model would be best. That's definitely where a Michael French comes in. The awesome engineers out there are just amazing. And those guys are just the back line of really what happens with the in-ears. So those are the guys I want to give kudos to and a big shout out.
That's awesome, and we have some questions coming in from YouTube. And also the NAM platform. Does the switch option make the earpiece any larger because of the mechanism?
Well, it won't. So what fits in your ear, like mine here, is always going to be the same. So it's going to be a beautiful fit when you put them in. Because of the mechanism, you actually kind of have two tiers here. With the mechanism here, and then when you're adding a faceplate, you're going to get a little bit more height. But we try to get them as flush as we possibly can so they fit beautifully, but they still seat and fit custom and perfect. So it's just a little height.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's great to know. Thank you so much for answering that. So, and the other thing is I want to get back to, because we had another question come in that's, it's a regularly performing vocalist slash rhythm guitarist in a local 90s cover band. Yes, that's my favorite decade. Yeah. And have been on the fence about going to a custom fit IEM due to fit and security of my current IEMs. Is there an IEM recommended for my application? So that kind of gets back to, the differences and different artists prefer different ones. And this is really kind of a question for Michael. If Drew, can we throw up the frequency spectrum and Michael, so can you kind of take us through just some of the differences between, like, as you go from 7 to 9 and then like all the way up?
Yeah. So for a guitar guy, there's lots of recommendations. Like I said earlier, all of our products sound amazing. So there's a lot of factors that we factor in. Budget constraints, things like that. Are you buying for yourself? Are you buying for your entire band? So for a 7, I think a typical like safe bet that I typically go to first is the UE7. You can see here with the green line, what you get with the UE7 is a pretty neutral sound. It's got a nice bass response that you can see on the green line there. And then you got a nice presence in the mids, go up a little past 1K there. You got, it's a nice monitor that's going to just have a good sound. It's going to be a great starting place for you. And, on the top end, you can see like up at 10K, some of the things, some of them perform a little bit differently there, but the 7 is going to be loud. It's going to be kind of in your face. Really, any of them are going to be good, though. Another popular one for the guitar guys, 18 plus, that gives you a really pretty flat response across the board, and it's really great. So 7, 18, can't go wrong with the live. And if you really just want to get started and get into a set, go with a 5. It's a great monitor. People still use it all the time. It sounds great. You are going to have a little less low end on the 5 than say you would with the 7, but it's still an amazing monitor. Yeah. So I think the all around, 5, 7, 18, 11, those are kind of my go-tos for guitar guys.
Okay. And the thing I love, like I was kind of like analyzing that frequency spectrum. If you didn't understand what that graph was, you're not alone. A lot of people don't, but basically it's just the range of frequencies. So your basses are in the very low end of like the 100 hertz. And then, the really tinny, like those kind of frequencies are the high kilohertz frequencies, like 20,000 or so. And you could see like each one of them had a different signature. So some of them, like the lives, for instance, they look like they were kind of cutting out a lot of those, tend to be, could get muddy live frequencies around like the 800 hertz range.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
really interesting. And the other thing we're going to talk about a little later on the stream is the incredible service that Ultimate Ears provides, between sales teams and product experts to like repair and all that stuff. So if you don't know, I would recommend contacting UE and forming a plan and kind of describing what you're looking for, and then work with somebody on that. So we have some more questions coming in. Michael, are there any plans to sell the UE fits outside the US as of now?
I can't really speak to the exact plans of that, but we definitely want it to be available, for people. Right now we just launched it, and so we are working in the US only, and we are trying as hard as we can to get all of our customers here, totally fulfilled and satisfied and everything like that. And right now we're focusing on US only, but I think in the near future that probably is something that we're looking for. So
awesome. And again, please leave chats or comments on the NAMM stream, comment on YouTube. We are here at NAMM Believe in Music Week. This is the Ultimate Ears Pro channel. So there are a couple artists that like I know that I love. One of them in particular, The Weeknd, who's slated he's going to be doing the Super Bowl. He's a UE user. What buds does Jeanette? What buds does The Weeknd have?
Gosh, I know most of the guys are using our remastered, believe it or not.
Ah,
So the Capitol Studio remastered reference monitors, um, uh, which is the first time that Capitol Studios has put their name on anything in over 60 years. So that was a great partnership. Still is a great partnership. When you got those high-ranking award-winning engineers uh, creating with you, that says something for sure. And right now, with all the live streaming and people doing like mixing and recording and doing all the things they're doing at home now, getting to the old projects maybe that were shelved because there wasn't enough time, the remastered are definitely the way to go. But you've got a couple of guys on the 11s, but mainly are the remastered. And it's funny because working with them yesterday, so uh, uh, awesome band. I mean, seriously, but great group. And I actually did go up to, I think it was Long Beach, and got them digitally scanned, which is really cool because that's mobile. We can take it anywhere and scan anyone at any time. I've done it on tour buses. I've done it, just I mean, you can digitally scan somebody's ears as opposed to getting impressions done anywhere. I mean, just like an audiologist, but nothing goes in your ear. It's all digital light, LED light. So that's how we got those ears done. So it's very convenient.
that's amazing. And like Capital working with Ultimate Ears on they're basically like studio monitors that fit in your ear, and this is something that a lot of people can relate to, especially if you have like a home studio that you get a lot of weird frequencies because not everybody has the budget to like tune a room. So they're great reference monitors. Sorry about that, everybody. That is that is just the wonderful side of home streaming and stuff. So yeah, the fact that Capital put their put their company name on this product is a really big deal, right,
Yeah,
Michael?
totally huge deal. And they sound amazing. That was actually my first set of monitors that I bought from Ultimate Ears, and super happy with them. And I bought them. I actually worked with Jeanette through a dealer, and I was mixing a show, and it was at it was in town. It was a big show that I was like getting ready for, and I was mixing in-ears for it, and my backpack got stolen, and it had my MacBook, had my in-ears, had everything in it, and I was like, just it was bad. I had no way to do anything, and so I reached out to a dealer in Nashville, Joey Sanchez. I was like, hey, I need in-ears ASAP. Like, how quickly can I get them? And they worked with me, and they like rushed them and got them to me within days. And I
No
mean,
way.
that's a very uncommon thing, but like, they really, really went above and beyond and totally won me over because I was able to get the in-ears. I got to use them like for half the show, and it was phenomenal. And so I've loved them ever since. And, the reference is great. Right now, my all-time favorite is probably the 11 because I just love a big low end.
Mhm.
And so the 11 is a big time favorite as well as a live. So yeah, I mean, but the reference, back to your point, is a phenomenal monitor, and I've done lots of mixes, things like that, from my MacBook, just sitting, in a coffee shop somewhere, wherever, and it works every time. So.
And I would use that all the
Right.
like on flights. I'm constantly trying to like mix something that I have to like that's what a
Yeah.
luxury it is to have literally like studio monitors in your ears that are portable. Um, that is so awesome. And by the way, too, again, you can enter into the contest to win a pair of Fits. And also the grand prize of UE Lives with the Switch upgrade. All you have to do is subscribe to Ultimate Ears Pro and comment. Please keep leaving your questions. And I did want to talk. I wanted to get back to the differences. Michael, can you speak to the what the component differences are between the like as they go up? Is there a difference of components and internal structure of the monitors?
Yeah, totally. And Jeanette and David, feel free to hop in on this too. But start down at the bottom. You got the UE5. It's a dual driver setup, and it's just kind of like our trusty. It's the one we've made since '95. I mean, I can't really give you specific facts, but I would imagine the 5 has been sold more than any other in-ear out there. I mean, it's like it's been going since '95, and we still sell it like crazy. So the 5 is great. Move up to 6. 6 is like it's newer. We released it a few years ago, about the same time we released it live, and it's a 3-driver setup. You got 2 dynamic drivers, and then a balanced armature for the high end. So you get this like nice warm low end, nice crispy highs. Then we move up to the 7, 3-driver as well. And you'll notice a lot of our stuff, like we have 3 models that are 3 drivers. So we're not like going out being like, okay, we need to create a monitor with 12 drivers. We kind of hit a target sound. Like we want to create a monitor for this specific purpose, and whatever we need to design the driver, to design whatever, we do that. And so, we got the 6, the 7, and the reference are all 3 triple drivers. They have 3 drivers, but they sound totally different. The 6, big low end, crispy highs. 7, kind of balanced, but it's like loud, punchy in your face, great for live performing. And then the reference is a totally flat, co-designed with Cavil Studios, using our True Tone high-end driver that gives us the extension way out past what you can hear. And so it's great. And we've also gotten high-res certified on the reference, which is awesome. And put it on a bench, and they've tested it, and it will produce sound out to 40K, which is unreal, right? Like, so it's really amazing what it can do.
I didn't even know sound goes up to 40K.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, right?
Awesome.
So we have that, and then the 11. It's a 4-driver setup. It's loud in your face as well, but it's like a big low end. So if you really like to feel the music, the 11 is the way to go. And not to say that the low end it's not a negative low end. Like you can be an acoustic guitar, like Ed Sheeran uses the 11, and plays acoustic guitar and sings. Like it just gives you this feel, you got to feel. And so it's really cool. The 18 falls kind of in the range of the reference in a way, but it's tuned more for live performing, just a bit. So you still get this nice flat response, but it does have a little tweaking here and there to kind of give you a little more of this, a little less of that, and then the live is kind of the culmination of everything that we do great. So you get the nice low end of the 11. It's got a dynamic driver and a balanced armature on the low end that really just crushed the lows. I mean, it sounds amazing. And then you have a nice mid punch, I think kind of similar to our 7, where, you got your vocal presence, your guitars, things that kind of in the mids. And then it's like you said, it has a nice scoop in the low mids, like the muddy area. We kind of cut some of that out, give you a nice presence in the mids, and then really crispy, nice, airy highs. So if you're, you put on a track and you're going to hear details you never heard before, because it reproduces all of it in a really, really nice way. So, and they're all musical. I mean, if you pick one, go with what if you're constrained with your budget, go with whatever you can get. And I'm telling you, Ultimate Ears is going to sound amazing to you. I've heard a lot of in-ears before, and I really like how musical Ultimate Ears is, and that's why I purchased as a customer first. So.
Sure. And we have some questions that Michael, there's nobody better than you to answer these. So I'm on stage mixing front of house, mixing records and post-production mix. So he's mixing monitors, post-production, everything. It looks like the 18 plus and the reference remastered have a similar frequency curve. What would you suggest?
You know, man, it's hard to say. You know, it's all preference. Like audio is subjective. It's all preference. Like if you're a studio guy, some people swear by NS10s. Some people say they sound horrible. You know, I think really look at like the product that you produce with it. Go with something like if you like a flat sound, reference 18 is amazing. If you're more into something with like bigger lows and kind of tapers down, you know, maybe look at something like the Live or the 11. And then, you know, when you're mixing, you always have to cross-reference things, right? I mean, you have to see if what you're doing is creating the result that you want. And so I can't really tell you that like one is the best compared to the other. You know, some people have different preferences. So flat sounding, reference is the way to go. You know, you can't beat it. That's why it's designed. It's designed with Capital Studios to be flat and reproduce things in a really true and honest way. And you know, say you look at the 11 and the Live, they got a nice big low end, but they're you know, some people prefer that. I know lots of engineers that really enjoy the 11s and the Lives. You know, so it's just really a preference thing. So kind of look at what do you prefer? You know, if you have a setup already, like where would you fall? You know, like is your setup more set up as a flat setup, or is it more set up maybe with a little tilt on it? You know, so yeah, I think that's a good way to approach it.
Similar to that is which the best UE for keyboards for live venues of 2,500 to 4,000. It's probably a similar answer, right? It's whatever you're feeling.
I really, for keys, man, I really prefer to go with like something pretty flat, because as a front of house guy, a lot of times your keys guys are running your tracks, they're running everything, and you're getting a lot of synthesizers, a lot of things that are like arpeggiators, things that are like have a lot of attack kind of in your face. And so for them to be able to hear that and really hear the detail, I like to recommend 7. You know, 7 is fairly flat for what it is. And then maybe a reference 18. And, you know, that's kind of what I typically go with for keys guys, because a lot of times they are doing a lot of different things at one time. You know, they have lots of different sounds, and they may have a synth bass all the way up to like, who knows what kind of sound they create, you know? So
sure. And David, I have a couple questions for you. And by the way, please keep subscribe to the YouTube page on the Ultimate Ears Pro YouTube channel, and comment or chat on the NAMM platform portal, and you will be eligible to win either a pair of fits or the grand prize, and this is US and Canada only, by the way, or the grand prize of UE Lives with the Switch upgrade. So enter by commenting or chatting on the NAMM portal on YouTube, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. So for David, I have a couple questions for you. I heard that UE is working on a true wireless Bluetooth system coming out this year. Can you talk about that? Crossing fingers for UE 18/Lives.
As far as true wireless,
yeah.
You know what? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We might have lost him.
I can run down.
Go for it.
So Ultimate Ears right now, we do offer Bluetooth cable for all of our products across the line. It's phenomenal. It's great. It comes with its own app. You can EQ. You can do all kinds of things with it. We also offer at this time a Fostex True Wireless bundle, and it's not capable with the UE app. So, you know, if you're looking forward to using our app and our interface and things like that, I would probably go with our traditional Bluetooth cable. But we are, you know, always looking to move forward and work on new developments. So just stay tuned. You know, sign up for the mailing list, sign up for the emails, stay tuned to what we're coming out with. I can guarantee you that you will not be disappointed. You know, take a look at the UE fits that we came out with, and you know, we're not done yet, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
another question.
Sorry about that, Nick. I was having some issues with this here.
No problem at all. Here, let me follow up with you then. Is there a way to test the IEMs before making an IEM, of course, in-ear monitor for those of you who are confused about IEM? Is there a way to test them before making a decision?
Absolutely, absolutely. We actually have dealer partners as well throughout the globe. Us too, as far as our sales team, we are equipped with a complete line of demos. Reach out to us if you guys are interested in a certain model, you want to listen to it before purchasing. We can certainly send it out to you as well. Also, just to add to that, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So purchase with peace of mind.
Oh.
You know, we're Ultimate Ears. We're going to stand behind the product 100%. You're not satisfied, we're going to take care of you. That's what we do best.
And can you talk a little more about that, David, with the, you know, just like, I know you literally have like a full service department, right?
Absolutely. We certainly do. All of our service is done in Irvine, California. We have all the qualified technicians there. We can repair almost anything, with the exception, of course, if you step on them and they're in a zillion pieces. But other than that, we can certainly take care of them. Also, too, every new order comes with an automatic 1-year warranty. Anything after the year, say, for example, 3 years down the line, only $99 to bring them back to 100% spec. And, you know, that's what we do.
Whoa. And then, yeah, the service, like, and also the turnaround time. Like I've had experience with that with Ultimate Ears. Anytime there's a problem, or not that there is a problem, come on, this is an amazing product. But if you have any issues at all, if you want to do the switch upgrade, the turnaround time of Ultimate Ears, I mean, this is a company really dedicated to service, you know, the service of the customer. So it's, you know, between the warranty, money back guarantee, the turnaround time, it's a really impressive company with just how much they care about the artist's needs. Another question for you, David. You're on the hot seat right now. As a praise and worship leader, we're always looking to improve our sound experience for our singers. So what would you recommend for church service singers?
Absolutely. Okay. Well, like Michael mentioned earlier, they're all musical. So it just depends on what you're looking for. But one that is definitely hot and you know, that's very popular, you go with the triple driver UE7. You know, has the clarity, the detail, everything that you're going to look for. And also, too, it has the highest input sensitivity on that one. But very popular with houses of worship would be our triple driver UE7, Hillsong United, you know, Young and Free. They're all on Young and Free is actually on the reference remaster, but Hillsong United on the UE7. It's very popular.
Hey, David, can you tell them about the ambient feature? I know a lot of churches will add that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I actually have a set here that does have the ambient feature. Like Jeanette said, it is popular with your houses of worship. Say, for example, what is the feature? So what we do is, if you've ever been on stage and you've had that situation where you wanted to hear a bit more of the outside sound, we have the solution for you. What we do is we drill out a tiny little hole on the faceplate here, and it's very, very low key. It's not something that's a big hole or anything like that. We give you little clear plugs. When you have it plugged, you're at minus 26 decibel, which is the same isolation as if you were to order your custom in-ears without the ambient. And once you want to hear a bit more outside sound, all you need to do is unplug it. And I don't know if you can see it, but it has a little hole there. Now it takes you from minus 26 dB to minus 12, allowing more bleed to come in. And keep in mind, you're in full control of that. You can actually have one sealed, like I have here, and one open here. So depending on the position of the stage, if you want to be fully isolated on the right side, you can do that. If you want to have more bleed on the left, you can also do that, vice versa. You're in control of that. And it's only $50 awesome on this option.
Oh, it's a $50. Okay. That's so awesome, because so many artists, like you'll see artists playing with one out and it's kind of hanging there. because and that's, in my experience, I grew up with monitors. If I was playing live shows, I'm a monitor guy. I love that. And so this was an adjustment. And for a lot of musicians, it's a little uncomfortable to, you're almost hearing, you're hearing kind of like your muffled voice and what people think in your monitors are like. But first of all, the clarity, and especially the high end of these, you don't need the ambient feature, but for people that are so used to monitors, and in order to avoid doing this and only getting tinnitus in one ear, you can do just, the basic reduction of, what is it? What'd you say? -12, but still getting a little bit of that.
To -12. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can have you could hear the crowd, you could hear all that stuff. And if you're a drummer, you like to hear the natural cymbals or whatever it is, you could still get that isolation, but hear a little bit of the bleed. So what a really cool feature that is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I always say too, with the
Sorry,
ambient, it's not, with the ambient, it's not just for artists. There's a lot of athletes. There's a lot of, just people like me who are going to go jogging with the ambient. It kind of gives you a little bit of that bleed. So if the car's behind you, honking at you, you're going to be aware of your surroundings. So that's another great thing about that ambient feature. So
is it ambient available with the switch?
It is not.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the way that the mechanism works, it is not at this time. Kind of like Michael was saying, we never stop, right? Inventing, innovating. So I'd imagine we can work on that down the line somewhere, but at this time, no, you cannot get it.
Okay.
But hopefully soon.
Hopefully, yeah, absolutely. And speaking of innovation, one thing I wanted to touch on really quickly, this wasn't planned because it's this is more like consumer facing, rather than NAMM. But the UE Fits, I just want to talk about it. I know I kind of teased it earlier. And by the way, the UE Fits are one of the prizes that you can win. Ultimate Ears is giving away 4 pairs of UE Fits over NAMM. So all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube page, Ultimate Ears Pro, and comment on the stream, and you will be eligible to win. And by the way, during NAMM, you can get 20% off UE 5 and 6 using promo code NAMM20, and get 30% off 7 and up using promo code NAMM30. I almost said 40, and that would have made sense. So NAMM30, 30% off 7 and up, 20, NAMM20, 20% off 5 and 6. So, but the UE Fits, I want to talk about those briefly. So these are, the more wireless earbud things that are super popular now, total Bluetooth, hands-free, but they're molded to your ear, unlike, generic earbuds that are wireless that you would get on the market. So Michael, can you tell us about the UE Fits?
Absolutely. Super excited about these. We've been working on this for quite a while. And like I said earlier, we just released them, and demand is huge right now. Tons of people want these. They're amazing. I have one in my ear right now, and I have, you can see they have the custom tip on the earphone, right? So basically the gist is that it's a true wireless, pocketable, Bluetooth headset that comes in a charging case, the whole deal. And when you get them, the tip is moldable. It's like it's pliable, and you put it into your ear and go through the app, and you download the app, like I was saying, and with the Lightform technology, I'm doing it right now, and it's saying, about to do the molded process. I'll show you what it looks like. And basically you put it in your ear, you get it where you want it, the base and the seal and everything like you want it to be. And the app kind of prompts you, goes through this whole thing. And then it's, it says, hey, we're starting soon. We're going to get this thing going for you, and we're going to mold the tip. So within 60 seconds, it molds the tips to your ear, and they're custom fit from then on. So we're about to get going in 3 seconds. So check it out.
This is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
What? So
yeah, so right now it's molding it to my ear.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So if you if you have true wireless earphones that you use exercising, whatever, just in life, and I have small ears, I always had a problem. The UE Fit solves that for you. They sound amazing. They are totally capable, just like any other true wireless out there. And huge benefit, they're custom fit. So,
And in terms of frequency response for the fits, is it like is that customizable? Like, I saw on the app it said like how's the bass?
yeah. So basically, when you saw there, it's basically asking you how's the seal, because without a seal, you don't have a bass response. So
Oh, I see.
that's what that question was referring to. But yes, there is an EQ in the app. You can do your own sound profile, and then you can swap between. We actually provide a handful of sound profiles from Ultimate Ears that we've designed, and it's wrapping up now. And let's see here. So
That's
almost
the
finished.
most
There it
insane
goes.
thing.
So
Like,
now, I mean, literally, it's like in my ear. I could go do backflips and it's not going to come out. Like it's in there, And
what?
so you twist it out, and that's it's totally custom now. It
Oh, I'm
fits
glad
my
you
ear
showed that
exactly.
because you were saying it's in there
Yeah.
and it's not coming out. It's like, no, you now
I
have
mean,
those for the rest of your life. That is
so,
so. If you
yeah.
so like, are the tips, can they be remolded, or do you have to get new tips for them?
So you would have to get new tips. We do offer fit guarantee. We offer 30-day money back, like all of our other products. And I don't know if we have the little spec sheet that shows like what's available with these, but you can go on our website, look up the specs on it. I mean, it's amazing. 20-hour battery life.
Whoa.
All the Bluetooth capability, USB-C charging. It comes in 3 colors. You have like a gray, like an extremely dark blue. This would be considered dark navy. It would be our Eclipse color. And you also have like a purple, we call it lilac. And so, check them out on the website. They're phenomenal. People are loving them. And yeah, we just released them, and we pretty much can't make them fast enough. People love them that much. So
Yeah.
we're super stoked about it. Really, really excited for this technology. And we think it's, changing the game for sure.
I just want everybody at home to understand which has happened. So you buy these wireless earphones, you put them
Yeah.
in your ear, open up an app, and it uses light to mold the thing to your ear that then hardens, and it will be like that forever. That's just nuts. What
Yeah.
is happening at Ultimate Ears right now? You guys are like in 30.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. And is there anything else, anybody, Jeanette, Michael, or David, that you want to add? Because we're about to wrap up this stream, and don't forget, everybody, to go to YouTube, look up Ultimate Ears Pro's channel, subscribe to it, and comment on the NAMM streams in order to be eligible to win a pair of those science fiction, like crazy defying. Anyway, win those. My car's being towed outside. No. So enter for a chance to win those, or win the grand prize of UE Lives with the Switch upgrade. So go to Ultimate Ears Pro. Anything else anybody would like to add?
We
I
have a
just want to
saying at
say,
Ultimate
Nick,
Ears.
yeah,
Go ahead, Jeanette.
thank you very much for hosting this event. It's been a lot of fun. Just want to say, whoever is on right now, sorry we missed you face to face at NAMM. Really miss you this year. But we're still here for you. Whatever you need, we're always here. So give us a call, shoot us a text, an email, just even to say hi. But hopefully we'll see you in 2022. Right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should
Fingers
probably give our support emails and things like that too, right? I mean, I'll speak to the fits. If you have fits questions, email us fits@ultimateears.com, and then maybe Jeanette and David could give us a good email to reach out, if you have questions regarding one of our pro products. So,
Absolutely.
and
Anybody?
yeah.
Go ahead, Jeanette.
go ahead, David. You.
If you're interested in in-ears, if you want to reach out to us, definitely, obviously, you can always reach out direct. But custom sales at ultimateears.com. We are more than happy to assist you. Also, too, like Jeanette said, we just wanted to give a big thank you to everybody who joined us. Hopefully, next year we'll be able to do it physically. But we want to thank everybody who put this together for us. And also, too, we have a saying that was brought forth by our GM, Philippe DePaulins. Getting better has no finish line, and that's who we are. Thank you.
Oh, I love that. That is so awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jeanette, David, and Michael. Again, head over to YouTube, subscribe to Ultimate Ears Pro. My name's Nick Marzock. I'm going to be back on this stream on NAMM and on YouTube I'm really excited about Matt Greiner, who's the drummer of August Burns Red. We're going to be back on today at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, as well as tomorrow, same times, 11 and 3, with more special guests. So please head over, subscribe to the YouTube page. Also, don't forget this week and this week only during NAMM, 30% off of 7 and above using promo code NAMM30 and 20% off UE 5 and 6 using NAMM20 promo code. Thank you so much to everybody for joining me, and thank you to you out there for watching. We will see you at 3 p.m.
Thank you, everyone.